Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the We Are Wrestling Podcasto.
That's my favorite intro.
What, the long R's?
The long R's, yes.
Well, I'm glad you like it. Because on this episode of the podcast, we will not be moving goalposts. We will not be giving out any helping hands. We will not be turning a blind eye to anything. We will be just as critical as always, probably more critical than ever. Mm-hmm. But let's get right into the critical podcast from AEW Dynamite, which was not good at all. This was like let's start with this. So earlier in the week, we're gonna talk about Raw later on. There was a huge criticism about Monday Night Raw being, oh my God, it's so patterned. It's literally talking segment, then wrestling, then talking segment, then wrestling. It's very weird. I don't like it. Like, at least when Vince was running and he would have the 24/7 jerks running around or whatever. It's like, okay, that makes sense. But then AEW Dynamite does the same exact thing and no one has anything to say. It's like, no, this was an alright show. Like, and I'm going to shoot AEW some bail. I'm literally going to shoot them some bail for this because the hurricane stopped them from having a lot of things. And we'll stop right there. Everybody in Florida, I hope you guys are safe. Stay safe. Stay out of the hurricane. I hope you're fine.
Yeah.
But this, like, that is like a kind of a way that you're going to be like, okay, well, that's why this show was this way. But at the same time, it wasn't. Like, it was still dumb shit happening where you're just like, this isn't it. It was bad. And it started out with the Jericho Jerk-Off Society. They came out in all purple, all of them are there. And Luigi Primo, the pizza guy, is there. He's tossing the pizza and they're making this big thing. Fucking Jericho brought a hat for Danny Garcia. And he's like, hey, yeah, you don't even have to speak. Because Garcia wants to speak. Because he's still angry about Jericho being dishonorable as the Ring of Honor champion. And he's angry about it. So, as he goes to speak, Bryan Danielson shows up. Bryan shows up and Bryan's there and he riles up Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia starts saying all of these weird things. How about if I just threw a pizza to the crowd? And this was the funniest thing ever. Because they had pizza. And he goes, how about I throw the pizza to the crowd? And the crowd literally pops. He takes the pizza box and throws it, and it totally misses. It just goes in between. And you can just hear the crowd just go, oh. Like, this is we're all sad.
That was funny.
Dude, that was hilarious.
I think I pointed out to you, too. I'm like, yo, did that hit the floor, or was that just me?
It definitely 100% hit the floor because it was just so dumb. Like, if you watch it back, he literally just throws it right in the floor and the crowd just goes, oh. It was the biggest letdown of the night. And the fucking, like, so Daniel Garcia basically says he wants to team up with Daniel Bryan to take on Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho.
Yeah. So
that match gets announced next week. But Bryan Danielson is like just really angry, and Daddy Magic from 2.0 was like, nah, man, fuck it, let's do a match right now. Let's do a match right now, pal. In his Canadian voice. And they had a match. This match was just there. Like, it just was there. Like, it was, the funny part about this match was it happened. It was a long match, and it just felt like nothing. It just felt like complete nothingness. It made me not go, I like this match, or I hate this match. It was complete nothingness.
Yeah, exactly. is it just me? Like maybe just my opinion, but did it go on a little too long in your opinion? Because in my opinion,
It went way too long. It went way too long. It went way too long. It should have been like 3 minutes. Brian killed him. That's it.
Yeah.
But like I said, we can blame the hurricane for this. So let's blame the hurricane for this.
Yeah.
So then another criticization that I've heard, and somebody literally ran with this criticization. Like, you know how people always say, hey, AEW's introducing somebody new. We don't know him. They should have gave him a package. They should have did this. They should have did that.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because they did one for Juice Robinson. Now, I know you're like, well, I don't know who the fuck Juice Robinson is. That's another point I'm going to bring up, which a lot of people have started talking about, and it's making me go, maybe this is true. The AEW original fan base that was loyal, that loved AEW, that came from New Japan, they knew a lot of the New Japan guys, so they would know who Juice is.
Mm-hmm.
But as it progressed, as AEW has progressed, those fans have left or just like don't give a fuck anymore. So now you have a new crop of AEW fans where they're sitting there going, I have no idea who the hell Juice Robinson is. And then when you bring it up online with like, I don't know who Juice is, and then people get mad, like myself, who always gets mad at people like, Doug, like it's so much wrestling out there. Like, how could you not know who some of these people are? And they did like a 5-minute thing of, hey, this is Juice. He's going to be wrestling Jon Moxley later on. That didn't go over well later. We'll talk about that when we get to that. But it's like, what the... Like, but like, I'll show you how that criticism works later on when something else happens that like clearly are not even in the same ballpark, but we'll get to that later. So then we have a little MJF package, and we're like, okay. And Wheeler Yuta comes out. This is the most angry, boring thing I've ever seen. I like to not. I've never seen anybody try to bring out their charisma in an angry way, but sound so completely boring. And the bad part is, I like Wheeler Yuta, and this felt like he was so angry, but he was also so boring. And it's like, dog, like, what happened? Like, how did this... It was just weird. It was like, yeah, you're angry, you have passion, but it's coming out not exciting. It's just you talking. Okay. Like, I just...
Angry Wheeler Yuta is like the equivalent of fucking like an angry Riddle or angry RVD, which you compare those, he made those two look like Eddie Guerrero and Shawn Michaels.
Bro, it just was like, how? Like, and like, you can tell he had like real emotion to like kind of be angry and like, yeah, like this is it. Like, this is it. It just came across like the way he was delivering just like wasn't there. And I'm like, what does he have to do? Like, what does he have to do? Like, it's something that he needs to do to make me go, oh my God, he has it. It's just like, okay, this is exactly who I'm going to compare him to. And like, this is totally not a knock. I compare him to Lance Storm. I compare him to Lance Storm 100%, because Lance Storm would never, like, no matter how mad or like weird, angry, like Lance would get, it would always be the same shit, but he could wrestle his fucking ass off. One of the best in the business. That's what I compare Wheeler Yuta to. He's Lance Storm in this version. That's who he is.
Okay, yeah. I could get down with that. Agree with that.
So Wheeler is cutting his promo talking about MJF and all the stuff that he says, like, which is totally paint by numbers MJF stuff. MJF comes out and literally says everything that Wheeler said he was going to say. And it was so funny that, like, he was hitting the bingo card so hard that Wheeler even stopped, was like, see, there it is, right there. And it's like, dog, like, like, I thought Max would come out and change it up and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to say something different. But like, throw him off. It's like, no, I'm literally just saying my MJF bullshit. And it's like, dog, like, I thought you were just going to change it up for some reason. So Wheeler gets mad and was like, yo, why don't you fight me right here in my hometown? And MJF, of course, is, nah, I'm not going to do that. So Wheeler's like, I'm going to beat your ass and leave you bloody on Broad Street. And when he said that, I'm like, okay, I kind of like that line. He got out and went to go fight MJF, but the ass boys show up. And the ass boys protect MJF. They say MJF's line. MJF runs off because he wants to wait for his title match. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
So, like I said, that was weird. It was just fucking weird just because of the whole Wheeler Yuta thing. Wheeler does step up a little bit later. Then we get Darby Allin challenging Jay Lethal. And I'm so baffled by this. Like, everything in this promo had no reason for anything. And literally, as you listen to it, Darby has no reason for this. Jay Lethal has no reason for this. They both say, all right, we're going to fight. And Jay Lethal's going to leave his friends at home. And it's like, why? Like, none of this made any sense. Like, they literally started beefing for no reason. And it's like, what?
I'm just about to ask you that. Why are they even beefing? I don't even remember them crossing paths.
Me neither. And they like, Darby just said he wanted to fight him, and Jay was like, I want to fight you back. And it's like, why? It's like, okay, whatever. So then we get Juice versus Moxley. And I have saw every one of Juice versus Moxley matches. I've seen every one. This one is the worst by far. This one is the worst. Like, this match, like, I've seen every match that they have done. This one was the worst. And it's like, dog, like, you guys have put on fucking 2 classics in New Japan. Like, how did you just, like, deliver this match? And it was just like, that's how it felt. It was like, man. And it ended with fucking Moxley putting Juice in an armbar and Juice tapped immediately. And it's like, that's how you deliver Juice?
He didn't even have it in all the way.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck? Like, that was it?
Yeah. It made him look weak as hell.
It did. So, Hangman comes out while this is happening. But on the other side, Max is in a booth, and he's up there just standing there, and he says, listen, it doesn't matter, because you guys are just fighting for the loser, because you're going to lose to me. And then Wheeler showed up and beat the fuck out of MJF. The best part of him beating MJF's ass was he beat MJF's ass, and MJF fell into the crowd, and Wheeler just kept going. It was so funny, because it's like, that wasn't supposed to happen, I don't think, but he just kept going and made it more fun. I was like, that's entertaining.
Like he fell by accident in the crowd.
Yes. So then, because the main event is Bandito versus Jericho, they do a 2-minute package on Bandito. It's like, hey guys, this is Bandito. All right, guys, bye. And so I'm like, okay. So I have multiple things thinking here. It's like, okay, you guys said that Ring of Honor, the last 2 Ring of Honor pay-per-views was like so big and everybody watched them. Bandito was on the Ring of Honor pay-per-views. So why is it all of a sudden, oh, we need to do this thing to promote Bandito? It's like, no, he was on there. And the funny part was like, a lot of people got mad, was like, oh, why is Bandito getting a shot for the Ring of Honor title? And he never got his rematch, so that was a reason he got his shot.
Yeah.
So and it was like funny how a lot of people just all of a sudden was like, how does he get a title shot? How does he get a title shot? It's like, dog, do y'all not know that Bandito never got his rematch for the title? Like, come on, this is like Ring of Honor like lore. And it's not like old Ring of Honor lore where it's like, oh, you can't go back. This is Ring of Honor lore under AEW, so it's like you don't have an excuse for this.
Yeah.
Like you don't have an excuse to even question this or ask who Bandito is. This has all been under your watch, so you should know something. It's like it's just one of those things where like people are just like weird as fuck.
Collective memory.
Yes. And speaking of weird as fuck, Sayraya comes out, who officially says her name is Sayraya, even though they called her Sayraya for some reason last week, and we corrected it.
Yeah.
It's Sayraya Knight. So she comes out and she's cutting this promo. This was so bad. This was so bad. She forgot her lines. She was fucking up. And it's like, bro, she even won. The funny part was like, she stopped for the fans to chant something. It literally was silent in there for like 2 minutes because nobody knew what to say. And then all of a sudden, like, they got a chant of like, "This is your house," eventually. And it was like, bro, what happened? Like, this was so bad. Why?
I feel like the "this is your house" thing was like a plant or whatever to like get thing going because it was so baffling quiet there. You know?
Yeah, it just came off so bad, and she was like, and then she brought up was like, I want to do the revolution, because it's like, all right, revolution buzzwords, because that was a thing before, and she wants to bring out the women, so she bring out all of the face women, which is Toni Storm, Willow, Sky Blue, Athena, and Madison Rayne. So it's like, okay, like, all right. And you're like, wait, where are the bad guys? Well, then Britt comes out with Jamie and the rest of the heel women. And Britt and Sayraya go back and forth. Britt drops a nice line about how she's been carrying this division on her back, and she's also put her neck out, and her neck is much stronger than Paige's or Sayraya. And it was like, that was a good line. And then Saraya's line back to her was like, that was the line that you came up with to go back at Britt. Everything you could have said, that was the line you came up to go back with Britt. Britt, your name kind of sounds like shit. They bleeped it out, and it's like, dog, that's it. That's all you can do. Like, you could have said so much more. And it's like, that's it. That was the one thing that you just decided, oh, that's what I'm going to say. Like, okay.
To steal a line off of you, that's like no hanging fruit, you know?
It's like, this shit was underground. Like, she literally had to dig it up. It was like, oh, shit, I can use this. It's like, dude, you could have did so much better. What the fuck? It was weird. It was weird.
It's weird because it's a shame because she comes from a wrestling background. Like, her whole family's in the business. So she should know how to do a fucking promo or whatever. Like, she came across as a fucking, like, really green rookie in this promo.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not going to shoot her bail for being, oh, I've been out of the ring for a while. Dog, it's been a lot of people that's been out of the ring for a while that step back and is just like, just good. Yeah. And it's like, this was just bad. Like, this was really bad.
And even if it takes a little while to get there, you know, like they stumble on their words or whatever, it's not that bad. This was horrible.
This was really fucking bad. I just was like, Jesus, this was horrible. So then Sayraya goes, because now I finally have a boss that listened to me, I got Tony Khan to turn this match between Serena Deeb and Toni Storm into a lumberjack match. And that line set a lot of people off because she said, I have a boss that finally listens to me. Now, I'm not going to tackle this because everybody has already tackled this in their own way, and some is bitching because wrestling fans got mad at that line. Some fans are just like, she deserves to say whatever she wants. To me, it was one of those things where it's like, I have to take a shot at WWE, so I'm gonna take a shot at WWE. And it's like, all right, whatever. To me, it didn't even mean a thing. It's like, you didn't even have to say that. It's just like one of the obligatory, I have to take a WWE shot. That's all it was to me.
It's like if you're a former like WWE person, you go to AEW, you're obligated to face it.
Yeah, that's what I felt like that was, but it's like, whatever.
I'm glad you said that, because if you didn't, I would.
Yeah, then they had the match. The match is going on between Serena Deeb and Toni Storm. And this match was like, another thing that it was like, it wasn't the greatest match of all. And like, the only time the fans like really popped was for the pile driver off the second turnbuckle. And it was like, oh, okay. And one thing that happened in this match to set up something which, like, I love AEW for always doing, when they're doing things with multiple people, they always do something like, okay, this thing is going to lead to this thing later on. And it led to Willow and Jamie Hayter, who was over as fuck, like having a little tiff on the outside. Willow ran off Jamie, so that match is going to happen on Rampage. And it's like, okay, once again, that's a good AEW strategy. Things are happening in the show. We move that to the next point. And like, I've always loved that about AEW.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, that's where that match was. Toni Storm did win to keep the title. So I kind of want, because of like all of this is going on, I want Britt Baker to turn into a face, and I want her to face Jamie Hayter eventually for the world title. Yeah, that would be kind of fun.
That's weird, because I want that too, but in reverse. I want Jamie Hayter to be the good guy.
Yeah, no, I think Britt needs to be the good guy, because, dude, Britt's been a heel the whole time, and like she's the face of the division, and like she finally needs to be a good guy finally.
That is true.
And so then we go to the Acclaim, the new tag team champions, and they're talking about being tag team champions, and they're talking about being cool, and Keith Lee shows up. And I know people are like, where's Swerve? Swerve is stuck in Florida because of the hurricane. So Keith Lee had to be the proxy for Swerve and say, yo, we want our rematch eventually. When Swerve comes back, we want our rematch. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, I have no problem with that. It was a good match. Third match, fine. So then we get something that goes into the tag team title match, because we get Butcher Blade, Andrade, and Private Party. I lie to you not, I am extremely confused with this promo. I'm extremely confused with this promo, because everything in this promo sounded very, very interesting. Because Butcher and Blade and Andrade are mad at Private Party, and Private Party is like, they want out of their contracts. Matt Hardy is talking to them about re-signing a contract. All of this contract stuff and them being out of contracts and wanting to leave and get renegotiating contracts and contract tampering, this all seems too real worldy to me. It's like everything that's going on with AEW and WWE behind the scenes, quote unquote, with like contract talk and contract tampering, it seemed like it was just put right there in front of everybody. But the funny part about it is, everything that everybody hates about what quote unquote WWE is doing and like how AEW is handling like contracts was put on display as Private Party and Matt Hardy, and everybody cheered for it. But in the real world, everybody hates it. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? I was so baffled.
People are weird.
Very weird. And we're going to talk about that when we finish talking about Dynamite. But then we had Ricky Starks versus Eli Isom. And Ricky Starks beat Eli Isom 1, 2, 3 really fast. I was like, okay.
Under a minute.
Yes. So then we get the confirmation of on Rampage, it's going to be a tag team 3-way for the titles. The Acclaim versus Private Party versus Butcher and Blade. And it's like, what? I'm very confused.
Technically, either way, Andre wins, right? Because he owns both teams.
Yeah, but like, whatever.
Acclaim's gonna win, but hypothetically.
Yeah. Yes. So we had a Jungle Boy promo talking about how he's gonna kill Christian when he comes back. Whatever. Then we get to the main event. Like Bandito versus Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor title. Jericho does the handshake, gave him a fuck you. Cool. We know why he's doing this because this is part of this Jericho storyline. Bandito went out there and showed his ass. And like for a lot of people who've never seen Bandito, was like, oh my God, Bandito's so good. Like he's so great. And I'm still sitting here with the same exact quote from the last time I was talking about Ring of Honor was like, why is Bandito not signed with fucking AEW? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening? Like, he's really good. Why is he not signed with AEW? And there has been no confirmation of why he's not signed with AEW. And it's like, dog, like, how? Like, how are y'all just going to look at this guy who's like a fucking show stealer every time he steps in the ring and just go, yeah, we'll get to you when we get to you. It's like, why not just sign him? I'm so baffled by that.
And it's funny because the part you just spoke about, the whole contract wars thing that'd be in AEW like going with and whatever. Like, if they're not careful, WWE's gonna sign.
Exactly. And that's what like fucking makes me weirded out. It's like, dude, he's literally been wrestling for you for like almost a year because like they had Ring of Honor for almost a year. And it's like, why have you not signed Bandito? Like he's done nothing. He's wrestled twice in Ring of Honor, and that's it. And it's like, he's good. And I know people are like, well, we don't know anything more than that. The very first All In, All Out, first All Out, he was in the main event. He was in the fucking main event. Bandito was in the main event. So you can't tell me like no one knows who the fuck he is and knows how good he is. He was in the main event of All Out.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. It's like, this is insane, bro.
I want to say he appeared in one of those casino battle royals in like a All In too.
No, I don't think he did.
Okay.
Like, and that's insane. But Jericho won by cheating. And it's like, okay, Jericho does this cheating thing, blah, blah, blah. Because he's dishonoring Ring of Honor. And he beats Bandito. Okay, yeah, that's normal. Then he calls the ring announcer for Ring of Honor. And he's talking about he's going to defile Ring of Honor. And he's going to show dishonor. And he's going to beat all the former Ring of Honor champions. And prove that he's the best Ring of Honor ever had. And it's like, like it's a good storyline because it's like disrespecting Ring of Honor and whatever. And apparently there's going to be somebody that rises up that's a former Ring of Honor champion that beats Jericho eventually for the title because that's what he's targeting, former Ring of Honor champions. Yeah. And like somebody immediately was like, oh my God, this means CM Punk is coming back because CM Punk was a former Ring of Honor champion. I'm like, dog, that's a little bit too far. That's too far.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. So,
like Christopher Daniels.
I mean, yeah, you could do that, but like, I don't know what the end game could be. Like, it could be anything, but we'll figure that out when we get to it.
Yeah.
So what we were talking about with contract news is Malachi Black came out and said, hey, I'm not going anywhere. The dirt sheets are wrong. They're all lying. Guys, I never said I was going to fucking leave. When he has an Instagram post, the first line, yes, I requested my release from AEW. This is literally an Instagram post from him 2 weeks ago. Yes, I requested my release from AEW. But he went on an Instagram live and said, yo, I'm not leaving AEW. Also, Buddy Matthews said he wanted out of AEW, and he just also said the same thing. I'm not leaving AEW. And come to find out, there's a reason why these both guys said this, because Tony Khan is not letting them out of their contract. Hypocritical thing is, everybody is like, oh, you should honor your contract. You should honor your contract. You should honor your contract. WWE does it. Oh, free Ali. Free this person. They should leave. All of a sudden now it's honor your contract. WWE is, they should let them go. People are fucking weird. They're fucking weird, and this tribalist bullshit is going way too far.
By the way, as we speak, I'm on Malachi Black Instagram. That post is still there, and it was his last fucking post.
Exactly. But he did a live and said, I never asked for my release. I'm just taking time off, and I'll be back. And it's like, it's very weird. It's very weird. So, yeah, let's transition to the other show that people thought was too long, Monday Night Raw. So, Raw starts off with Bianca Belair and her crew, and they're standing there, and Damage Control comes out. And, of course, Damage Control is there to talk shit, so this is where we get the reveal that, like, I'm not lying at all. Every time they announce a new match for Extreme Rules, it makes my dick hard. It literally does, because every match has a fucking stipulation like the old days. Oh my god, when Extreme Rules first was Extreme Rules, it had every match was a fucking stipulation match. That's what happened here.
When did they stop that trope? Like, I feel like it's been so long that we, like, I remember it like it was yesterday, but then I remember like being so long without it, you know?
I'm gonna tell you this. Extreme Rules 1, Extreme Rules 2, and Extreme Rules 3 a little bit were all matches with just like every match was an Extreme Rules. Like, those were the first 3. After that, it just was a name. It never was like, oh, we're gonna put this thing. You would be lucky if there was one gimmick match in it. One. But like everything else was just like, no, it's just regular matches.
Because I feel like last year's they didn't have not one, if any.
Yeah, not one. Like, and it's always like, we're just gonna have one gimmick match. It's the first couple of Extreme Rules was just every match was a gimmick match. Every match from top to bottom. And it was just like, this is a great pay-per-view. Because everything, literally, if you just like had a feud the week before, you're like, all right, you're gonna be in like a cage match or something. And I'm like, god damn, like we just started. Yeah, no matter what, that's how it is. And that's how it feels here. It's like everything feels special like it used to. And it's like, this is great. So Bianca and Bayley are arguing, and Bayley says, yo, our match at Extreme Rules, ladder match. And I was just like, oh my god, that's so good.
Yes, I got excited.
So Bianca was like, yo, that's at Extreme Rules, but tonight I want to fight one of your cronies. So she decides to fight Io. So we go to commercial, and then during the commercial break, Sammy and Solo Sikoa pull up in a black truck, and you're like, ah. And Sammy's acting all high and mighty, And this is like, it's great. Like, Sammy is just so good.
Yeah.
So we get Bianca and Io. And it ends with Bianca getting a win. But, like, she didn't pin Io. It's just, like, disqualification. Which, I mean, I'm not angry at because it's keeping Io clean. And, like, Bianca's getting a win. It's, like, it's perfectly fine. It's not a really big deal.
Yeah, it's fine.
not. Yeah. So that happened. Then we get Rey Mysterio, and they're asking Rey about Dominic, and Rey says the words that we've all known and we've been waiting to hear. He's not my son. It's like, yep, yeah, we know that, right? We know.
I literally said that.
It was so funny. So then we have Miz and a bunch of local talent all playing security, and Miz is telling the security, you need to protect me from he who should not be named. And I'm like, oh my God, how did he come back from the dead? He's dead. Like, if you guys know, you know.
Oh my God.
So they're all... What?
I hate this about the Miz though. You ever know that? Whenever he has bodyguards, they're all smaller than him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, no, if you're smaller than me, ain't no way in hell you're gonna be my bodyguard. You're gonna be like 6'5" or taller.
Basically. But to me, the Miz's bodyguards, like, always are just, these are people who are here to die. That's their whole mission. They're here to die. Like, the funny part, regular security guards is like, no. I'm going to protect this person. Miz's security guards are like, no, I'm just here to die. That's all. Because, like, never, not once has any of Miz's security guards protected Miz. They've just been, yeah, we're here to die. Everybody else's security guards will, like, kind of stop the person from getting him. Miz is like, no, we're just here to die, and Miz is gonna die too. I'm like, damn, dude, what the fuck? So then we have a match that happened at Extreme Rules 2 years ago. Well, over 2 years ago, 3 years ago, actually.
Okay.
Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio.
Oh, this match was eye-catching.
Yes. And you know what was hilarious about this match that made me laugh, and everybody else pointed out? Triple H came out and said, yo, okay, we don't need any blood. We don't need blood to sell our matches. We don't need blood. Like, we shouldn't have any blood. Yeah, he says that, and immediately Seth Rollins gets busted open by Rey Mysterio, and he's bleeding. And it's like, I thought there was no blood happening. Nah, blood happens. And, like, that wasn't the only time blood happened in the night. It was like, okay.
I mean, he said it wasn't needed. I don't think he said he was not going to do it. He just said needed.
Yeah, because it happened. So during a match, Dominic shows up, and Dom is outside. Dom sits in a chair, and we get a fucking chant that I've never heard before for anybody, and it's literally, Dom is useless. And I'm like,
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, like, when they did that, I was like, damn, dude, like, that's cold. Like, that's cold. So Seth won with the Peruvian necktie submission, and he tapped out Rey Mysterio. And I know everybody's like, wait, why does Seth have a submission? Seth's going in a fight pit. Seth needs something to diversify his arsenal. And also, Seth should have added a submission to his arsenal a long time ago. Yeah. Because that makes a good wrestler. You have a quick shot submission. You have your regular setup, quick shot move. a regular crazy move, and then a submission. So now he finally has the submission. Now he has all three.
And then his top rope move on occasion too. So he has everything.
Yes. So after the match, Seth gets the win. Riddle and Bobby are talking. And Riddle is Bobby's telling Riddle, get rid of Seth. And then Bobby also tells Riddle, don't get in my match again. Like, because you got in my match last week, don't do it again. Okay, cool.
Bobby really hates it when they help.
Yeah, it's really weird for some reason. It's like, why do you hate help? But like, I understand you, Bobby, but like, why the fuck do you hate help?
He did the same thing with Cedric like a while back.
Yeah. So then we get Panda Express coming to the ring, and they see murdered security guards, and it was so funny because like they're coming to the ring, and Johnny Gargano goes, "Dude, they killed the men's security guard," and Kevin's like, "Yeah, well, they're guarding the Miz. What did you expect to happen?" And like they just walk off, and it's like, okay. So we get Panda Express versus Alpha Academy, and this was a good match. And I knew that fucking Alpha Academy was going to get the win, but also Austin Theory got in the match and was like, "Hi, I'm going to distract Johnny Gargano for no reason." It's like, oh, you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that. No thoughts?
Oh no! Like I thought you were gonna like say more. No, like yeah, it was a great match. Like I'm more excited for the one-on-one matches next week though. But it was a great tag team match. Like I was scared to see Johnny and Kevin as a tag team.
Why?
Because I knew they were gonna be good. So like I thought they would like stick them together.
No.
Not that, like, I wasn't scared that it was going to suck. I was scared that they were going to be too good. They could be a permanent tag team.
Oh, no. So, after the match, we get AJ Styles coming to the ring for his match against Sammy. Finn shows up, and Finn says, "Yo, fam, we got your back. Solo Sikoa's out there. We got your back." And AJ's like, "I don't need your help." He's like, "But we're friends." He's like, "I don't need your help." And AJ walks off. That is going to lead into something that, once again, I'm going to talk about later on. So then we get Austin Theory and Alpha Academy. And Austin has his phone. Nobody else has their phone. Austin's phone rings. So Theory's like, "What the fuck?" Is Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman tells Chad Gable, "We're going to be in your hometown next week, right?" He's like, "Yeah, well, that's good because they won't have far to take the body after I kill you." Like, goddamn, dude. And he said that. This isn't me making this shit up. He said that.
He literally said that. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Literally said that shit.
Yes. So,
also, like, what part do you find more baffling, right? Mm-hmm. The fact that Braun Strowman had his number, or the fact that like Austin seemed like he was so baffled, like, "Oh shit, my phone rang!" Like he forgot his phone was actually like supposed to ring.
That was the funniest part because he doesn't use the phone for nothing but selfies. So when it rung, he was like, "What the fuck? This does other things?" He was very confused.
It's like he doesn't pay his bill, so he just takes pictures.
He just does social media. That's all he does. It's like, this works as a communication device? Like, yeah, dude, this is how it's supposed to go. So then we get Omos killing two local talent. And MVP on commentary is saying that Omos is pissed off that Braun is back. And they're building up the Braun versus Omos thing. And next week, when Braun is out there versus Chad Gable, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be him versus Almost somehow.
Yeah. And Extreme Rules, maybe?
No, I don't think it's going to be Extreme Rules.
Oh.
So then we get Miz. Security guard is laid out, and Dexter Lumis is pretending to be a statue, and Dexter chokes out Miz. I want to know one thing, and I need people to give me the answers, and I hope Triple H does this and give answers. Why? Can somebody answer? Why is Dexter Lumis after Miz? Why? I need to know.
I thought of something, but like it's far out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a setup. Tommaso Ciampa's paying him.
Okay. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
So this was a swerve. This next part was a complete swerve. This next thing was a swerve. Complete swerve. Huh?
First cut?
No, not a swerve part. This was a swerve. Because everybody that knew the rundown, it said on the rundown, Nikki Ash versus Doudrop. So it's like, oh, she's going to be facing Doudrop. Oh, this is going to be different. Oh, they're going to break up finally. That's what everybody thought. 10 minutes before that, we get, hey, that match may be way more interesting than we thought. Why is it going to be interesting? Because Candice LeRae is now part of Monday Night Raw.
Interesting.
Yes. And she beats Nikki Ash, and Nikki Ash takes off the mask after the match, after Candice wins. Now, I have something to say about Candice a little later on that plays into something way bigger. And the funny part is a lot of people overlooked this and just was like, wow, the deck is stacked. And I'm just like, wow, how did y'all miss this right there in front of me? Because a lot of stuff that like I was predicting on the show last week, it's kind of writing itself. And speaking of writing itself, we have Judgment Day. And they're talking about their main event with Riddle versus Damian Priest. I almost called him Punishment Martinez because every time on commentary, Corey always brings up punishment.
He calls himself the punishment of the Judgment Day.
Yeah, it's just like right there.
If you fuck up and call them that, like I wouldn't like even bother correcting.
Yeah, like they just won't stop. It's right there. So then we have AJ versus Sammy, and this all went down off of Twitter. And once again, this is what I've said before. Twitter is only a real space for wrestling because wrestlers will beef with each other and start a feud. And that's what happened with AJ and Sammy. Now, this match was not what I expected because it's like, oh, this is just going to be a regular match. It's just going to do a Raw match. It was like, no, we're going to do a pay-per-view style match on Raw. And that's like, oh, okay. That was good. And yeah. And Sammy got the win after Solo stepped in and rock bottom AJ on the hardest part of the ring. And Sammy got the win, so the bloodline is happy, and Sammy gets to go back happily with the bloodline.
I like this version of Sammy. Like,
yeah, everybody does. It's like the
more
greatest.
Confident. It's like a combination of NXT Sammy and heel Sammy. Because heel Sammy was just comedy and whatever, so you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, It's real, like it's really good. Sammy, everybody loves his version of it.
He went in and
Yeah. So after the match, Judgment Day comes out and beats the living crap out of AJ because they try to make him join, and AJ gives him the finger, and he beat the crap out of AJ, and they're about to Pillmanize his neck, and Finn says, "I'm not gonna do that to my friend. I'm going to be nice," and he just left him alone. Now, that, like I said before last week, that sets up something. Sets up something later on for eventual sense. It's like, are you guys really not paying attention to this? You're not paying attention, no? So, speaking of paying attention, we get Asuka, Alexa, Bianca, and they meet Candice LeRae. And Candice is there and they're talking. And all four of them are there. And then all of a sudden, Damage Control shows up. And Candice basically challenges Dakota Kai next week to a match. So, yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 people against 1, 2, 3. Let's think it's 3. Well, that's kind of a mismatch, right?
right.
Right, yeah. Like, but inside of a cage, if there was an evening, it would be war.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And if you don't understand, I'm saying that War Games is going to have those 2 teams. Now, I know people are like, well, the odds are oddly stacked. The odds are oddly done. Now, I am proposing adding another member to one or both sides. And the person that I have in mind is Tegan Knox. And if this is what I would do if I was Triple H. I would bring Tegan Knox to team up with Candice, Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka. And I know you'd be like, well, why that? Because the last time Tegan was in War Games, Dakota Kai kicked her fucking head off. So instead of her getting her head kicked off and we just like retconning something that was like a magical moment, like instead of retconning it, just put Tegan on the other side, if that's a thing. So that would leave you with 2 spots on Damage Control. And I mean, it's 2 people that's out there that exist that like one person changed her Twitter ad and her Instagram ad and made everybody melt the fuck down and was like, oh my God, she's leaving wrestling. She's done with wrestling. And I'm not going to talk about the crew. I am a part of the crew. I am 100% part of the crew. But some of you in the crew are so fucking annoying with the shit that you post and the shit that you say. You are so fucking annoying. You're so fucking annoying. Please. Like, we're all here for the same reason, but you guys just make it so hard for the rest of us. Jesus.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's my War Games thought for the women. So, as far as the men, I mean, we have the main event, which is Matt Riddle versus Damian Priest, though. So, I mean, you know, that's a thing. I mean, you know, that's a thing. I mean, AJ Styles is now cemented on the other side. So it's AJ Styles, Riddle, and Ray. I mean, that's it, right? Because Riddle gets the win, beats up Priest, and Priest just loses it. Judgment Day just destroys Riddle, and all of a sudden, you think you know me, and Edge shows up. And Edge comes out and says, I don't give up. I don't quit. So, at Extreme Rules, Finn, me and you, I quit match. Yeah. Like I said before, I think it's all the way hard for this fucking show. This show is going to be awesome.
Once again, this is something you predicted, because you predicted Edge versus Finn a long time ago.
Yes.
may not said an I Quit match. That was like way out there, but we did predict the match.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So now that Edge is back, you throw Edge, Ray, AJ, Riddle on one side. Then you have Priest, Balor, Dominic, and Seth Rollins on the other side. Boom. There you go. That's War Games.
That works perfect.
Yes. So now I just made two totally different War Games. So that's what I mean. It's like those things are already being set in stone, and people like have totally missed. They're like, yo, we totally missed the women's thing, and we totally have no idea about the men's thing. And it's like, how? Like all of this stuff is like right there, and everybody's still, yeah, and everybody's still going bloodline, bloodline, bloodline. It's like, no, the bloodline will not be in it, because if things are going the directory that they're going, we're gonna have a tag team title match. We're gonna have a tag team title match, and hopefully it's gonna be against Sammy and Kevin. If not Sammy and Kevin, it'll be against somebody else, but we will have a tag team title match, and we probably will have Roman wrestle for the title. Hopefully it's the Bobby thing, but I've been hearing it's not going to be Bobby, and I don't like it. Like, I'm totally for Bobby being the guy, and right now it's like people have heard other things for other people to face him, and I'm like, well, let's just see how this plays out with this whole Logan Paul thing. Let's see how this plays out, because if this plays out a different way, then we get Bobby, right? But like I said, it's right now up in the air. I'm still sticking with Bobby. I'm still sticking with my pick of Bobby.
Bobby just seems right, huh?
Yeah, it does seem right, and it seems like a really big match that would like shock everybody, and everybody be like, "Oh my god, this is such a great match that we didn't see coming." Everything else is like more of a, you see this coming, like you know it's gonna be there. This show, like this person is like proving that they could be number one contender. It's like, yeah, but like, why? And like the person that I'm talking about is Randy. Randy, like they're saying he's going to be back very soon, and he's going to be the guy at fucking Survivor Series that takes on Rumble. And like I said, I want it, but then again, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Because like I want it because yeah, it makes sense, but at the same time, I don't want it because I want what I want. I want what I want. I fantasy book this. I want this. But like, you know, it'll work. I mean, it'll work.
It'll work. And you know, if they go with Randy before they go with Bobby, they're gonna go with Bobby eventually. Like, that's not gonna be thrown away. I feel like
it too, but at the same time, it's like you're running the Randy story very quickly, and it's like Randy would just be coming back. Let Randy like heal up. Do it at Royal Rumble. Do Randy at Royal Rumble, but also Bobby at Royal Rumble is also big. So either one of those things would like just be awesome. But I kind of want, like I said, I'm just going by what I want. I really want Bobby at Survivor Series.
you probably had this book differently in your mind, but how do you feel about Bobby winning the Royal Rumble?
I don't want it. I don't want that at all.
Okay.
Because in my mind, the person who wins the Royal Rumble is Cody.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
you said that before.
yeah, because it's Cody coming back. It's 100% Cody should win the Rumble. Everything after Cody and WrestleMania is like just up in the air, whatever. But Cody should come back, go in the Rumble, win the Rumble, That's it. Boom. We have this. We have the match. Roman, Cody. Bet. Bobby should be a precursor to this whole thing.
Oh.
So like, yeah, like it's so much you can put in this show, and it's like, yeah, I mean, and that's what the good part about WWE is now. It's like it's not feeling like insane out of the question. Oh, we have to make up this to get to here, and it's like, no, it's all falling into place. Everything is falling into place. Everything has its place. It's feeling like AEW, where you're like, oh, I can predict who's going to be the next challenger, and like that's how this is feeling, and I'm glad.
You predict MJF Punk? Awesome.
Yes, of course. So now we go to NXT. So NXT starts off with the Uberzar, Ilya Dragunov. Now, the people who went out of their way to get super angry and say, you people get mad at AEW when they bring in somebody that nobody knows. Why is nobody mad at Ilya Dragunov? And it's like, Doug, are you really that dumb? Like, are you that dumb? Dude, NXT UK exists. Like, it's on the network. It's literally easier to find than anything else. It's easier to find in GCW. It's easier to find in New Japan. It's right there on Peacock. It's right there on the WWE network. Even though you keep saying nobody knows about the show, everybody popped when Ilya Dragunov came out. Plus, Ilya Dragunov wrestled Walter on NXT TakeOver at a fucking TakeOver show. Did people watch? So your goalpost moving for AEW is ridiculous.
I want to say it's a big takeover too, like a New York or.
It was during a pandemic, but it was the funny part about it. It was voted match of the year in WWE. It was voted WWE's match of the year. So you're telling me that the people who watch the show and actually seeing Ilya Dragunov before all of a sudden have no idea who Ilya Dragunov is. Like, that is not the same as Mance Warner showing up and people going, who the fuck is Mance Warner? Like, there was no history when Mance showed up. So you can't compare the two. Like, Juice and Bandito, both of them have previous history in before AEW, where AEW fans would be like, oh, I know that guy. So, like I said, you cannot compare. It's like comparing apples to watermelons. They're not the same, dude. They're not the same. One is way more visible than the other. Like, you can't do that. And I know people want to bitch because because WWE's product is getting a little better, they need other stuff to bitch at, so they're going, oh, we're going to bitch at this little thing. And it's like, stop. Just both companies can be good together at the same time. So just stop. Just shut the fuck up.
I don't understand the constant need to bitch. I mean, if you don't like the product, just don't watch it. Don't talk about it. Don't anything. Don't just watch your thing and be content.
But that's the thing. WWE's product is good right now. So that's why people are watching and more critical, but they know that it's good, but they still need to say something because fuck it. We still need to say something about WWE. And it's you don't. You really fucking don't. You could just be like, all right, fuck it. Who cares? But it's no. And then it's always the tribalists that have hypocritical takes. When something happens in WWE, it's one thing. It happens in AEW, it's a totally different explanation. And I don't understand why it's like that. It's very insane that people have this tribalistic take. And I also hate the people that's anti-tribalist. And what I mean by that, there are people on the internet that are anti-tribalist that are You guys should stop beefing about this and just watch wrestling. That's fine. Like, that's fine. But when you start criticizing people for pointing out flaws and like pointing out flaws, it literally is a hypocritical thing between the two companies where they're pointing out like, yo, why the fuck is this person saying shit like this when everything over here was great? And you be like, you guys should just stop. And it's like, no, people should point out when people are being hypocritical. Like, it's fucking insane. Yes, everybody should just like wrestling, but if you're being an asshole and super hypocritical about bullshit, then just like fucking shut the fuck up. And don't defend them and don't go, oh my god, you guys shouldn't be talking about. No, fuck that. Point these bitches out because they deserve to be pointed out. So, back to the show. Ilya Dragunov comes out, and Jaden McDonough comes out, and then Braun Breaker comes out. And I was waiting for this. I was waiting. When I saw the three of them together in a ring, I was waiting for this. And Braun did not disappoint because Braun did Steiner Math.
Steiner Math.
Dude, that was so funny. And then they even chanted Steiner Math.
Yeah.
So then we had a brawl between Broke Money and the Galus boys. And they're brawling because later on they're going to have a beer brawl bash thing. I actually don't know what it's called. It's like a beer...
A pub match or something, like something around that area. Beer match.
Okay, we're going to go with beer match because it was like them fighting is just like fucking... I mean, it is what it is. It's not a big deal.
Just a brawl.
Yeah, it was just brawl. So then we had the schism, and they're trying to talk about they're gonna get Cameron Grimes, and they want to bring him back to the fold, and they love him, and okay, now they're gonna fight him. Okay, sure. That's how I felt about that. So then we had Tatum Paxley versus Mandy, and so I'm going to give this take, and this is going to be the first time I give this take. Mandy Rose is actually good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and this is the first time I've actually seen Mandy Rose be actually good, where I'm like, she's actually putting on a good match. And maybe it was because Tatum was in there, and like she was helping out, and she was like working her ass off too. Maybe that's it. But Mandy really put on a good match.
Do you go back to her earlier matches when like she started out with what was the name of the group? Anyway, when she started out with Paige and Sonya Deville and whatever.
Absolution.
Absolution. There you go. It wasn't that great. Like,
yes.
She improved from then.
She definitely did.
Yeah.
So after she wins, she's talking all this shit, and Alba Fire says, I'm going to be the new champion. Hashtag and new, and set it on fire. I'm like, okay, cool. So then we get Apollo Crews, and Apollo is outside writing in his journal, and Apollo has a vision. He has a vision that he's going to bloody both of Grayson Waller's eye. And here's the thing that like made me go, huh? So he says he's gonna bloody his eyes and they show him with bloody eyes. So Apollo is leaving, and like he walks out of the shot, and it's a car behind him.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if that was part of his premonition or like that was just like an error on WWE's side. What the fuck just happened?
I was gonna say someone was watching him.
I hope so. Like I hope that was part of the premonition or part of like something extra because it was like, it was kind of weird.
Like it had the blinkers on, like it was there.
Yeah. So then we get to the back and we get Ilya Dragunov and we get Zion Quinn, and Zion's talking about, you don't have the X Factor. And Ilya Dragunov was like, well, me and you tonight. Okay, so Ilya Dragunov versus Zion Quinn, who hasn't been around for some time. Don't know why.
I didn't notice.
Yeah. So then we get a qualifying match for the North American tournament, Wesley versus Tony D'Angelo. How you doing? So the match ends when Tony D'Angelo blows out his knee randomly and they stop the match. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, he fucked his shit up. Like it was like a spot in the corner. They actually showed.
Yes. And the funny part is, like, he's actually injured, so he's out.
Yeah.
So
how long will he be out for? Did they say?
They didn't say, because like everything hasn't been fully cleared up.
Oh.
So Oro Mensah and Mello have this. This was a funny thing to me because Aurora was talking, and he's talking to Mello, and Mello's like trying to get him on his side, and he has the British accent, straight up British accent, and Mello said something to him and pissed him off, and he had a deep American voice, and it's like, even Mello and Trick was like, all right, I think we need to leave. Because it's like, the fuck? Like that was weird.
Like he turned into like Kofi all of a sudden. Like, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck? And the funny part is, like, I know that guy's like straight up British, but it's like, what the fuck? So then we had a pretty deadly wake up, eat breakfast, have fun, just hang out with your best friend type thing. And it was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes. Then we had, we had Amari Miller versus Solo Rukia. And Solo Rukia, she could be better eventually. Right now, she's like kind of newish. She's kind of new to the ring, but she can be better eventually. She gets her first win. She has like stuff that's like, oh, she's very athletic and she could do some stuff. And maybe eventually she will be better. But right now it's like, yeah, you're here, but like, yeah.
She's a rookie.
Yeah. So like I'm not gonna just count her out. One more time, we have Broke Money versus Galus in the back. They're fighting all over for no reason, just fighting and fighting and fighting. So then we get Joe Gacy versus Cameron Grimes. I was expecting this to be on a pay-per-view, not on the show.
Me too.
And of course, Schism helps Joe Gacy win. And Cameron Grimes needs friends.
I have a weird feeling he's gonna wind up with friends, which are gonna be total newbies that, you know, people outside of NXT not gonna know. But it's gonna be people, obviously, probably like from the indies or something, or somebody they already have. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna have this type of gimmick from the Bayou type.
Listen, I would veer to say that it probably would be some people that we've seen before, and like if the rumors are true about this, it would make sense that you have somebody like this in his corner. So yeah, I would kind of say, yeah, it'll probably be somebody.
Okay. But then somebody could like a similar gimmick to him?
No.
You know that shit or not? Okay.
So then we get Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller is there, and Mackenzie is like, "Hey, what about Apollo Crews?" And Grayson's like, "Nah, fuck that. I want to talk about my show next week. It's gonna be Cora Jade and Roxy, and they're gonna be talking to me next week." And she's like, "Dude, he just said he's gonna bloody your eyes. Why are you not taking this serious?" He's like, "Nobody cares about him." Okay. Like, I was very confused. Like, dude, like, he's going to hurt you, and you're like, nobody cares. Okay.
I don't know how that's
So,
outside. It's gonna happen now.
yes. So then we have Caden Carter from the TikTok Toxic Tag Team versus Nikita Lyons. This match was a lot of booty shaking, and Nikita Lyons getting the win on Caden Carter. I'm not joking. I'm not just joking around saying it was booty shaking. It was actual booty shaking in this match. And it basically sets up for Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark to face TikTok Toxic Tag Team for the tag team title belts. Well, I mean,
God
yeah.
Damn. Say all those T's 5 times fast.
Nah. But yeah, that would be funny. So then we get a Chase U segment, and they basically take a shot at Dave Meltzer for, I don't know why, but they took a shot at Dave Meltzer, and it was funny. Even Dave laughed at it. So that was fun.
He took it on the chin, so fuck it.
Yeah. So then we had Ilya Dragunov versus Zion Quinn. And the match happens. And for some odd reason, this match is good. I don't know if Ilya carried the whole match itself. It just made Zion kind of look good, but this match was better than I expected.
I feel like that's what happened. To me, Zion sucked.
Yeah, I feel like that happened.
Yeah.
Then we got confirmation that Nathan Frazier versus Axiom next week, the last one in their segment, the winner gets to go on to the North American title match. It's like, oh, okay. I actually didn't see that coming. That was actually new to me.
Right? That was a twist.
Yes. So that's the thing. Then we get Wendy Chu and Lash Legend arguing back and forth. They're going to fight next week. So then we get Brutus versus Damian Kemp. This was actually fucking fun. This was fun. Damian fucked up Brutus. So next week is, well, not next week or whenever it's going to be Julius versus Damian. Damian fucked Brutus up with a chair. He beat the living shit out of him. So, yeah, that's the thing.
Did you ever point out where the fuck Julius was at? Because he should have been somewhere around there. Like, obviously he was going to be out there because he said he only wanted one of them. He
told him to stay. He told him to stay back.
Oh.
So then we get Sangha and Quincy Elliott. And Sangha is really upset because things aren't going his way. He feels lost. He feels like things aren't happening. And he needs something to bring him back. He needs something or someone to bring him back. And he's talking, and Quincy Elliott gives him advice because he's usually the guy to give advice. So he walked off in search of something. I hope he gets his share of what he needs.
Okay.
So then we get Zion Quinn. And Zion Quinn walks up to Quincy Elliott. And Quincy Elliott, apparently they had this conversation that we didn't see. I'm like, what the fuck? Because apparently Zion Quinn told Quincy Elliott, look, watch my match and I'll show you the X Factor. And Quincy Elliott goes, dude, I watched your match. I didn't see any X Factor. I just see you taking a loss. And Zion Quinn gets so mad he just walks out. I thought he was gonna punch Quincy or like set up a match. He just left. He's like, nah, fuck this.
Probably gonna attack him next.
I hope so. So then we get Toxic Extraction and Nikita Lyons and Zoe Starks come out. And they're there. So all of a sudden, we remember we're in the most dangerous place in the world because Alba Fire sets the ground on fire and everybody jumps and runs. I'm like, the fuck? Like, this is so dangerous. Like, and if you look very closely, this is the funniest part about it. You look very closely, fucking Zoe Starks' shoe almost catches on fire. That was fucking great.
That would have been hilarious.
So then we had the barroom pub brawl between Broke Money and Galus. And this thing was very wild, very vicious. And to me, it was just like, it was a brawl. It wasn't like the greatest. And like, it didn't have me going, yo, this is so good. It was like, it happened. And the funny part was like, it wasn't like nobody was fucking up. Nobody was doing nothing. It just felt like I saw like so much wild shit that it was like, this is just a match to me.
Like, I feel like Sheamus recently had a match like that. Maybe not Sheamus, but the crew, the Brawling Brutes or whatever, had this match before. So recently, like, I didn't care for it.
And speaking of them recently having a match, they're going to have a new match because it's going to be Imperium versus the Brawling Brutes and the Donnybrook at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, another match that has a stipulation.
Yes, once again, that show just great.
Boing.
So, yes. So, Galus loses the match to Broke Money, and Galus gets arrested because they keep wanting to fight, and they wind up punching a security guard and a referee. So now, everybody's just like, no, they have to get arrested. And apparently, quote unquote, they're suspended, which we know that they're not suspended. It's just storyline suspension. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to move on from that. So
it leads into something good for it.
Yeah, like I hope so too. Because Galus is actually pretty good. Yeah. So that's gonna be a thing. So next week, Pretty Deadly is going to address the state of play of the tag team title division, and just like, okay, like there's not really any tag teams that should be going for the tag titles, but we'll see what happens next week.
When someone comes out of nowhere. Yeah.
Okay. But this is so. That was NXT. Do you have anything else that you want to say about the show?
I don't know. Like, once again, I felt like NXT could be better. It just feels like 2.0, 2.5. Not much of a difference.
Well, actually, I do have a little spoilie for you.
Okay.
So the last 3 weeks were all tapings. The last 3 weeks were all tapings for NXT. Next week will be the first ever new 3.0 or 1.5 version of NXT. The first time since the rebrand. This will be the exact first time. So everything that we've seen is it happened, but it's not the official relaunch to next week.
Okay, good. So everything should be doing better next week.
Yes. So that's going to be a thing because a lot of people have been asking about that, and everything has been taped until next week. And next week's going to be the first live new version.
So basically,
So
you're saying get ready for 3.0 / gold and white.
yes, because this will be the official launch of that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the end of our show. Any last words?
Nothing else.
Okay.